Hey there, second grade. Miss Hershey here. I'm here with part 1 of your Romero Britto animal project. So it's a cat or a dog. I'm going to draw a dog. You can draw a cat if you'd like to, or you can use this tutorial to draw a dog. Either way, you need an animal. That takes up about 50% of your drawing paper that's included in your packet. We're going to be drawing today with a Sharpie no matter what animal you do. So let's get started. For the dog, I'm going to start close to the middle of the paper, and I'm going to do a triangle for his nose. Okay? And Romero Britto has a very specific way his animals look, and that's what we're going to go for. Above that, I'm going to do 2 circles for the eyes, similar in size if you can get them there. And then we're going to color those in completely with our Sharpie. And if I'm going too fast, go ahead and pause the video. And then I'm going to do the top of the head is just a little bit larger than the nose. So right now it looks more like a bird than a dog, but I promise you this is a dog, Romero Britto style. The ears, it's going to be a long-eared dog. So we're going to start here and we're going to curve down past the nose. And we're going to curve out and connect, almost like a triangle shape. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to curve down and curve out. And they don't have to match exactly. And the bottom. So there is our dog's sort of forehead, eyes, ears, nose. We're going to do the top, we're going to do the rest of the face now. We're going to draw right across from ear to ear. It's going to make his snout. And his cheeks are going to go down and into his ears. Okay, and then he's really cute. He's going to have his tongue hanging out. So we're going to do his tongue, and we're going to divide it in half, because that's a very Romero Britto thing to do. Okay, then we have to do his body. So Romero Britto animals have very simple bodies. This is going to be easy. We're going to continue the tongue line down, and we're going to do 1 toe, 2 toes, that's it, and then up to his cheek, and that's his front leg. And then on this side, we're going to go, we can start right here. We're going to do 1 toe, 2 toes, and up to his cheek. And it looks very funny right now, but it will look more like a dog as we go, I promise. And then we're going to do, coming out from his cheek, we're going to do his back leg. It's going to curve like this, and then his foot. And same thing here. Back leg, curve, foot. Okay? And if you want to add a little tail on your dog, you can. You don't have to. Romero Britto does not, but I'm going to. Okay? So there is the dog. And you know what? That didn't take super long, so I think I will do the cat. Let's do a cat next. So let me see what I can find as far as a Romero Britto cat to look at, because I am drawing these using a reference. All right, so this paper might have a little Sharpie on it, but it'll be okay. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so I'm gonna flip my dog right over, line my paper back up. All right, for the cat. Cats are just as weird as the dog. The cat is also not super normal looking. So he has a couple different ways he does cats. I'm going to go ahead and use this one here. I like this one that I'm seeing. All right, so again, we're gonna start in the middle.
Mrs. Altimos, dial 5000, please. Mrs. Altimos.
Sorry guys, I'm in the school, so you're gonna hear what I'm hearing, and they were just paging Mrs. Altimos. All right, so I've got this nose. We're gonna come down and we're gonna do the cheeks, but they're gonna be a little bit smaller than they were on the dog. And then he's a cat, so he's got a pointy chin. And Romero Brit animals have very pointy faces. So we're gonna go up and up. I'm gonna make my cheeks a little rounder. Okay? Then we're gonna go straight up and straight up. And diagonal for one ear, diagonal for the other ear, and connect. And then the eyes on a Romero Brit cat are closed with eyelashes. Then the cat that Romero Britt has here that I'm looking at has a bow on his neck. So we're going to do a circle and then a big bow shape. Okay. And then the legs, same as the dog, they're going to come down. Just going to have 1, 2 little toes, and then the leg comes back up. 1, 2 little toes, and the leg comes up. And then the back leg on the cat comes out a little further than the dog, and the back toe. And then I want my cat to have a tail. Again, Romero Britt does not have tails on his animals, but I want my cat to look very cat-like, so I'm going to give him a tail. Okay, so you should now have a Romero Britt type animal. You can do whiskers on your cat. I wouldn't do more than 3 on each side. It's going to look like too much. So you saw in the pictures that we looked at that Romero Britto does a lot of crazy things to his pictures. So we're going to do those crazy things today, and then we will color next time. So we're going to add some patterns to these animals. So my dog, every part of my dog is going to be different than the part before. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see, where'd my reference go? This one I'm going to make polka dots. So polka dots are repeating dots. And see how they go right up to the edge. Some of them are cut off. They're not completely full shapes. That's how I want you to try to do your patterns, because we are in 2nd grade and you should be able to utilize all your space well, okay? This is something we've worked on in the building. I know you haven't been here, but I want to make sure that you guys have this skill. This one is going to have diagonal stripes. We learned that way back in the fall and the winter when we did our sunrise sunset. So you should know how to do diagonal stripes. And this one has diagonal stripes going the other way. You do not have to copy my patterns exactly. You can do your own patterns. You can look at some Romero Britto artwork to get some inspiration if you want. Totally up to you. A little polka dot on my tongue there. I'm gonna do polka dots here. So this is very dotted, very dot-like. So I'm gonna do those big polka dots again. And like I said, they're not all fitting perfectly on the leg. Some of them are right up against the edge. That's totally cool. There'd probably be part of one here. All right. This leg, I'm gonna make stripes. These are gonna just be horizontal stripes. They're just gonna go side to side. And again, you can add your own patterns. You do not have to copy mine. If you don't like the patterns I'm using, don't use them. This one, I'm gonna do the small dots again. When you do this, don't jab it with your Sharpie super hard. Just lightly pressing, barely even touching the paper. The ink will come out of the Sharpie and make your dot. A lot of times I see kids want to sort of bang, bang, bang. 1, you don't get a nice line. When you do it that way, you kind of are making a mess. 2, it will damage your Sharpie and then you won't be able to use it anymore, and that would be not good. This takes a little bit of time, but it looks really nice when it's done, so that's why I'm doing it. This one's gonna take a bit, so I might not finish this one on camera. Just pretend I did the whole leg. I'll give you guys something to do. The tail, now he doesn't do tails, but I did a tail. I'm gonna make my tail stripes that are curvy. This foot would be patterned too. You'll see that in the next video. This is gonna be a 2-parter this week and next week. So this is week number 1. We're just drawing the animal and adding the designs. Week 2 is gonna be adding the color with marker or crayon or colored pencil. I'd prefer marker for these because he does very bright in-your-face pigment work with paint, and you can't get that kind of look with crayon or colored pencil, but marker is close. And then he does these patterns where he kind of draws this crazy shape. So it's like almost like this and then a line. And I think it's actually his signature. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's just kind of some like lines and some scribbles. We'll do some scribbles and some lines. So he does that too. And then the face, we can do just little sort of equal signs, like from a math problem. So that does not look like any dog I've ever seen, but I think he looks pretty cool. I'm gonna leave this couple areas plain. So there is my Romero Britto dog. Now let's switch over to the cat. I'm gonna leave that to the side. Now if you didn't do a cat, then you are done with the video for today, unless you wanna stick around and watch what Miss Hershey does. That's up to you. So for the cat, it's gonna be very similar. The face is gonna be pretty plain, but he does do the inside of the ears. And then the one I'm looking at, his ear is actually just like a different color than the rest of his head. His bow is going to be polka dots. Romero Britto loves polka dots. And then I'm gonna do this plain, and I'm gonna do polka dots over here too. Okay, his leg, we'll do one diagonal stripe. And then we'll do one that's funky patterns. Some dots, little lines. All right, this one over here, let's do, I think I'm gonna do those same, I'm trying to think what I like. I think I like the equal signs. And again, as always, you do not have to copy exactly what I'm doing. If you want to make it your own, you go ahead and make it your own. Since the polka dots are on the bow, I don't really want to do polka dots on his body. I think that's going to be too much polka dots. So I'm going to do the small dots, but I'm going to space them out a lot more this time than I did the first time on the dog. So they're very close here, and here they're a little bit further away. Again, I'm not banging with my marker. I'm being nice and gentle with it. I don't want to damage my Sharpie. I want to be able to use it again after today. And then the tail, I'm going to do sections on the tail. And I'm going to do like this one, the small dots. And then this one we'll do the diagonals. And this one we'll do the equal signs. Okay, so there is our Romero Britto animals drawn and ready for coloring next week. So I hope you guys had fun with this. I hope you make it your own, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.